Today, Precarious plays
Chrono Trigger. Oh, colors. And a handler.
You're not getting through here. Don't like whatever that. Oops. Okay. Murder that one first.
The blue one?
No, the green one that put Chrono to sleep. I would have Robo use his turn to wake Chrono up with an item. And then I would have Chrono and Isla do a murder on that little turd.
Okay.
Oh.
What? Okay, I guess he's awake.
Yeah, I think you need to mash. You need to do a monster mash with Robo Tackle and Drill Kick, probably.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not liking this party right now.
It should be fine. You just need to
Can I just
use your functions. They have, like, between Robo and Isla, you have 2 levels of healing. I think that whenever you attacked the handler, it prompted a group-wide counterattack. But dealing with the fact that it can put you to sleep is a huge pain.
Yeah.
That didn't deal very much damage though, did it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, then you should switch.
It's just a problem because it's over everyone.
You should switch attacks and maybe attack the blue creature because I think you've already hit it a few times.
Okay. Okay. Supersonic spin.
You know, that'll hit everybody, including the little green guy. Focus on the blue thing. Just hit it with strong single target dual attacks while keeping your HP high. I've just described almost every battle.
Strong dual attacks, single target. Is supersonic?
It will tell you with words, with language, delivered to you on the screen.
Okay, so none of them are available right now. Okay, there we are. Okay. Oh boy.
You should probably take a turn with Chrono using an item on himself to stay healthy, and everybody should just sort of heal themselves.
Okay.
Because you're letting your HP fall unacceptably low, and if one of them crits or if they pull out some sort of tandem attack,
Yeah.
it could knock someone out unexpectedly.
Do you think that there are any...
Okay, don't stop that. Stop looking at the meter. The meter doesn't matter. It's the value. You just healed Robo whenever he had way more HP than Chrono. You need to look at the value that's listed, not the easy little meter.
Okay. I'm gonna give Chrono a potion then.
The potion doesn't, it's no longer a battle item. It only heals 50 HP.
Do you think a high potion would be better?
No, that's too much. If only there was something in between them. Maybe a middle potion of some description?
Okay. Alright.
I think that I've been thinking about RPGs more. Like even more so than the last session.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been thinking about how later entries in the genre, especially JRPG, try to refine on a very basic formula. Because I do think that Chrono Trigger is a little simple.
Yeah.
But having said that, how much of it is unnecessary complication that doesn't actually meaningfully impact gameplay? How much of later attempts to make the genre more dynamic and interesting, how much of it is smoke and mirrors? Just sort of a waste of time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Man. I'm a little upset right now.
Why?
Because...
The HP is more important.
yeah. The bull, the blue one, took like 850 damage after being damaged pretty continually, and this guy just keeps healing,
but not nearly as much. It's not matching the damage that you're dealing, and it's also throwing rocks, taking about a third of that away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's healing it for 150, and then it's throwing rocks at it for 40-ish, 41, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to think of JRPG systems that are more successful in spicing up the moment-to-moment gameplay, are more successful than Square's ATB system. Because the active time battle that Chrono Trigger has, and I think... which Final Fantasy did it first? I can't remember if it was as early as 3, or if that's something that they started on the Super NES. Well, I'm just gonna say which one I know had it. Like, for certain, don't have to check, don't have to look it up, no hesitation at all. The PlayStation era, Final Fantasies had active time battle, right?
Yeah.
And it feels a little bit like a cheat when it's all said and done, because it's like... Finally.
Okay. It can be done.
And I apologize for everyone involved if the trick is that you're supposed to just bullheadedly attack the handler, and then if you beat the handler, the animals stop fighting.
Yeah.
But that is not clearly evident, you know? That handler putting people to sleep and doing a counterattack, and
yeah,
it's a confused battle. It's sort of like, hey, I signed up for a narrative experience, or I signed up for a more thoughtful experience where a lot of the challenge is before you step in the ring, before the battle is actually underway. That's what I wanted from this game, But now you've introduced this tiny little reflex element, this little bit of time pressure. And the funny thing is that if you turn most of the time when you have an active time battle system in Square games, you can turn the speed down to the point where it's essentially a non-factor.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even really hold to it as like a little panic-inducing time pressure, because often the system pauses whenever you are in a menu. You can disable that, but then you're just sort of opting into smacking yourself with a stick. It's that idea of like the developer leaving a ball bat and then doing finger guns and walking off. It's like you beat yourself round the head with this system that we've put here for you. I think that as influential as it was, I feel like the active time battle system is responsible for the slow slide into... I feel like it is the reason why Final Fantasy 15 is the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Final Fantasy 15 for a lot of different reasons, but the battle system, it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake is coming out in just a few days now.
Yeah.
I feel like there are JRPGs that stay true to their turn-based structure without becoming an action RPG.
Yeah.
In much more successful ways than the ATB system. I don't know if a lot of them are things that I'd want to commit to playing on the show, just because they're all very long.
Yeah. Do we still have to defeat this? Run away.
Just try attacking him and see if your regular attacks are okay now. Maybe they were providing some sort of defensive buff?
Maybe.
You could try using attacks on him again. You didn't use Thunder Chomp before, did you?
Yes.
Oh, what if it was just resistant to lightning?
No, Thunder Chomp did far and away more damage than anything else I tried.
Oh.
We have to give the robot a kiss.
That's just part of standard maintenance. I'm just imagining one of those really cutely illustrated manuals.
Yeah.
And it's like, step 1, give the robot a kiss.
This dude keeps healing. I'm gonna...
Is he healing after every attack?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, he decided to leave, so fine. That was a surprisingly long battle.
Yeah, oh, I think that's a pretty good one. It sounds cool. It sounds powerful. You should actually go back and heal. Even if it summons the enemies again, it probably won't be that little boss mid-boss.
Well, and if it is, I'll know how to fight it.
Yeah. But you should heal and then save, and we can just run. You should heal and then save. There's an inn. There's an inn, just to the north. We stayed there once already.
Okay. Was it this one?
I think so. Didn't even charge you.
That's right.
Xenosaga Episode 1. It has some some weirdness to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, I think, a very compelling turn-based JRPG. Like, the combat system, the moment-to-moment gameplay is quite a lot of fun. And it doesn't... I don't think it relies on any real-time elements. What else? You know what? Dragon Quest VIII is a great example. The simple addition of the tension system, which I can describe some other time. Okay, so none of them came back. That's cool.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna get my thoughts in order, and I'll describe those systems in a little bit of detail so we can try to think about how they compare to what we're playing now.
Yeah, Dragon Quest is definitely something that I've become curious about since playing this game.
And seeing the movie?
Yes, and seeing the movie. But before I saw the movie, and I saw the movie because I was curious after playing this game.